Are you there? Right. Hello Internet. This video is called Important Notes in the Blues Scale, and it follows on from my video about phrasing, where we learnt to start making little phrases using notes from the blues scale. Now you probably can get these sounding quite good, but what's a good idea is starting to get some understanding of how these phrases would fit over backing chords. So for this video we're going to look at what we call blues in A. You go to your 5th fret and play there. Now the most common chords you'll hear in the background are the chords A7, D7 and E7. And I'll put some diagrams on my website of how to play those chords. Now when you listen to the A7 chord, the first note of that chord, or the root note, is called A. So that when you're playing your blues scale, if you look for all the A's around the 5th position, you know they're going to fit really well. And I'll show you where they are. I'll just zoom in on my hand. There we go. So here's the blues scale. Now you've got an A, the first note. And then your next note, you've got an A there, that's 3rd finger, 4th string, and then you've got another one, here, 1st finger, 1st finger, 1st string. There's also an A you can slide to, it's your 1/4 slide on the 2nd string. What you can experiment now, with the A chord, try and play your blues scale A to A. Like that. Here's another A to A. We'll start with the slide. We'll slide into A. Okay. Let's try the D7 chord. So I know you can't see that, you have to look that one up in the diagram. Now we'll find the D's in the blues scale. Here's one. That's 1st finger, 5th string. Here's one. 3rd finger, 4th string. And here's one we can slide to. That's your 1/4 slide on the on the 1st string. There's also another D, a little bit back. If you go to your 2nd string, 1st finger and slide back 2, there's a D there. So let's try and make up some phrases D to D. Here we go. Here's another one. Going backwards. And our last chord, E7, we're just going to look for some E's in the scale. So, there's one, 3rd finger, 5th string. Here's another one, 2nd stringer, 2nd string, 1st finger. There's also one we can slide to. If you do your 1/3 slide on the 3rd string, that's also E. So you can try a phrase from E to E. I'm just going to go up the scale. Okay, so that's 3 important notes. The first, the A, what we call the 4th, the D, and what we call the fifth, the E. Now notice they're not actually, for instance the D one is the third note in the scale. Why do we call it the fourth? That's some theory to come later, so don't worry about that now. Just take that as rote, that's what those are called. Another important note is called the blues note, and it's, there it is, second finger fifth string, little finger third string. Now this note is quite what we call a dissonant note, creates tension. So be careful about how you use that note. You might want to not end phrases on it. In certain circumstances you can. You'll have to experiment with it. It's quite good to pass through that note, resolving the tension to what we call consonance or beauty. So you create tension and resolve it. So that's all I really want to say about the first, fourth and fifth. A good way to practice these is just go A, 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 and then find your Ds, D, 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 and then find your Es, E, E, E. Maybe practice sliding up to them, A, D, slide down, or slide up, down, up. Practice all kinds of different slides. Slide into E, again, down. Once you get good at knowing where these are, you can start building your phrases a little bit around them. So a phrase from A to A. I'll try a phrase from A to D, imagining the chords is about to change. We'll try a phrase from D to A. We'll try a phrase from A to E. E to D. D to A. Back to E. Okay, what I did there was start to follow the chords of the 12 blues. That's for a later lesson really, so don't worry if you didn't quite follow what was going on there. For the time being, you're just going to learn A's, D's and E's. And start seeing if you can connect them using the blues scale. Doesn't really matter what order you try them in, or you can connect them with themselves, like A to A. The next lesson I'm going to talk, you probably notice me wobbling notes all the time, and that's a technique called vibrato, and that needs a bit of attention in itself. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about phrasing, something called question and answering. So that's the next lesson, so I hope to see you there. Bye!